What happened there? What's up, everybody? My name's Alchemy. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna get set up in just a second. I'm currently just trying to monitor this and see how all of this stuff works. Update titles. Okay, I've got chat up. Primary stream. Chat up. There we go. Can I make this bigger? I can. There we go. Can I move that? All right, so it looks like I'll need to put something over this label here. Just to remove or cover that watermark. Oh, wait, I don't even see it. Hello, hello. Hey, new Macron. Oh, wait, I don't even see it. Oh, there's no music playing. Hello, hello. Okay. Hey, new Macron. Here we go. The music's about to come on. It's gonna be loud. Okay. I'm doing both YouTube and Twitch at the moment. Okay, sweet. Looks like we are good to go. Let me check Twitch and see what that looks like very quickly. And hopefully once this is set up the first time, then I won't have to mess with it anymore. Accept. Why does it say I'm playing Warframe? Hey Nate, what's going on, bro? Okay, so I need to change that quickly. Give me 1 second while I update this on Twitch. God, these fucking ads. Manage my sub. Cannot call and join my own stream. Why not? Okay. Let me see how to edit this. Well, how do I change this? How do I... Alchemy Music streams Warframe. Oh, there we go. Why did that say Warframe? No. Music. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. All right. Is this paused? Or did this freeze? Okay, I think we're good to go. Maybe. You all tell me if anything is going wrong or something of the sort. Hi, my name is Alchemy. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing some sound design. We're going to be kind of messing around and having some fun with sound. Yeah. We're back on Twitch, so if you prefer to view there, that's a possibility. I still prefer to be on YouTube primarily, but I know that some people like to watch on Twitch because there are just better chat features and whatnot, and really what I'm trying to do is just increase my engagement. Aside from that, I'm trying to see if there's a restream thing over here, and it doesn't look like there is, so that's nice. I guess while you're streaming, there's no watermark, but if maybe I record stuff to YouTube, then there's that. So I don't really know where that becomes an issue, to be honest, but that's okay. Sick. Cool. How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's good in your neighborhood? Let me make sure that this is all working together. Wait, sorry, I need to just have this up because... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to fix this. Restart capture. Pause, play. There we go. It's all coming together and working the way that it's supposed to now, I hope. Let me see. Or is this like just freezing? Is my mouse working? Do I need to restart the capture again? Is this... We good, guys? Is it frozen? Seems okay. What happens if I move this? Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. There's like 5 different things to pay attention to right now, so I'm kind of like, okay, how is this going? How is this working? Oh wow, everybody left. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. No, I just want to make sure that the screen is working properly and that that's all kind of coming into play and working in the way that it's supposed to. So I'm going to zoom in on that, and then I've got chat pulled up there. If anything goes wrong with the stream, let me know. What we were doing was I was struggling the other day with claps, and so I was like, you know what? We're not going to struggle with claps today. So I made myself a banger clap. Nice. And wanted to kind of have something going on there, and then that's cool. So I've got my little thingamadoohickey. Yeah, I got a new screen, and I got the Digitone 2. For those of you who don't know, we're gonna be playing with that a little bit today. Um, but yeah, I've already bounced those out, and so we can kind of just move on and do some other stuff. Did I save the rim shot though? I think I did. We'll just call this save presets to library, and we'll call this quick clap. Yeah. How are you all? What's going on? Did I make anything else cool today in this? I don't think so. No. New project. Let's go with polymer. Set that on the pitch here by like 20. It's a bit much. And let's go here and add some voice stacking. There we go. So let's put this inside of the effects here. Do I ever use the voice detune to make it chorusy and wide? I usually don't make it wide. But wait. Are you talking about the voice stack? Are you... What is it? The voice... Are you talking about stack spread? Or are you talking about voice control? What do I recommend for reverbs? What kind of reverb? Also, hi Ryan. Yeah, Big Sky is dope. But it's really expensive. It's very expensive. Stack spread. I use it for other stuff, not so much for basses. Hey man, I've been unmotivated for so long. Coming back to your vids and streams has given me a good creative burst. Thank you. Yeah, I feel that. I get unmotivated more often than I'd like to admit as well. It's just kind of part of it, you know. Just kind of part of the deal. There we go. It's kind of nice. Let's grab a filter. Maybe one of these guys. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm just kind of fucking with it to see what comes about. Let's go to an effect 3. Do a touch of chorus. Oh, right. Also, let me grab a ring mod. And an amp. Shopping for a Swiss Army knife more than a niche. How you like the new machine? It's dope. I just don't know what's overkill for electronic music. Like I know some are more tailored to realism for organic music. What DAW are you in, Ryan? Probably throw that on this. Okay, maybe not. Sorry. Okay, so we can back off of that, back off of that. Comb filter. Convolution. Envelope follower. Let's grab another filter. And an EQ. Billwig's reverb should be plenty, to be honest. That's like the convolution reverb is like my go-to for like 90% of what I need. What happened to that? Holy shit, that's at minus 2.9. I'm cooking that way too hard. That's crazy. We still need an OTT solution. But that sounds pretty cool. It's not bad. I want a little bit more interest happening in the middle though, so we'll see if we can create another. Maybe what we could also do is create a custom notch, like a sweep or something that can kind of have both of these running amok in between. My only thing with these filters is I can't actually see the shape on, yeah, I can't actually see the shape of what's happening. And that kind of is like, I'd like to be able to do that. I think convolution is the way to go, but I mean, I do love Big Sky. That is kind of a niche reverb, but as an everyday driver, convolution and kilohertz convolution are the #1 things that I use, and then second would have to be Pro R2. But I use it extremely subtle. One thing that I don't like using Polymer for is that it doesn't play nicely on a keyboard. But I think what I can do is adjust this ring mod just a bit. And maybe even use a gate at the end. Because obviously you can hear this going on. What's happening is the fuse compressor is pulling up all of the analog noise floor from those distortion devices. But that sounds pretty fucking cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit by using this multiband compression. Mostly more unique algorithm. Yeah, that's more like a niche use case though. So then I can get into this other stuff and try to adjust this accordingly. Like, it's got too much sub in it, and that's why it's kind of like farty. So that's pretty cool. With these other things, I want them to be triggered on the note. I think that we also have a low pass filter on here that's following the same thing. Yeah, note. And rather than this be random, I'd like this to just kind of have a single shape for now. So maybe what I might even do is have this just follow the same pattern, just with a single segment. I will say though, like, this is interesting because of how much more aggressive this is compared to Phase Plant. And then, okay, these are following in the way that they need to. Okay. The other cool thing that we can do with this is like we can actually like FM this if we wanted to, or like do some other crazy cool shit. Is this creating, like, really creating all that crazy shit? I know that the comb is doing a little bit, but that's wild. Wait, also, is this? Oh. Oh, no wonder. That's only on the mids. We don't want that. Fuck. No. We want these to be on the outside. I was like, why does that sound so, like, nasty now? Okay. That makes more sense. Hey, Aaron, what's up? All right, that sounds pretty sick. Now, what I would like from this is to, we might need to use a heavier filter. So maybe I can use like a low pass for... Man, FL is a joke compared to Bitwig and Ableton. I mean, FL does some cool shit. Like, some of my favorite producers come from FL, you know? Like Audica and... Oh my god. They're the first people that come to mind, but shit. A lot of drum and bass producers. You know, Boonshin, I think, is in FL. Although I will say, like, it's unfortunate that FL has become the meme of, you know, people that are just getting into music production because they'll crack it and then do whatever. I have a subscription for kilohertz, but honestly, thinking of canceling from what I'm seeing with stock Bitwig's effects are pretty good. I still think that like Faceplant is like workflow wise, Faceplant is unmatched. From a sound quality perspective, though, I think that Bitwig just has some really nice shit. It still needs an OTT though. I mainly use Bitwig, but I go for FL from time to time because I love how scratch patty it feels. That's fair. Look at what Space Laces does with FL. I believe Space Lace's name is also Ian, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, go check out Ian #2. I think I'm older than him. Yeah, I really want a native OTT, to be honest. Like that's something that is highly requested from me, to be honest. Like, yes, you can make a shitty one with Effects 3, but I don't like doing that. The tone or not? Vibing with it? The tone of what? Oh, the diggy tone? Yeah, like if you checked out yesterday's stream, like that's all I did. Was we just fucked with that. Okay, so I like that, but I want to pull off of it just a little bit because we're not getting any of the... We're losing the tone completely in the mids right there. Update should be soon. Update for Bitwig? I don't think that Bitwig is going to add an OTT though. I don't think that they care enough, to be honest. I think that what they're focusing on is going to be what's it called? We're gonna use the diggy tone here in a little bit, but I'm just kind of doing some design here first. Yeah, we need to fix that. That's partly because of that comb filter. I wish I could actually see the value of how high this goes. 647. We want that to go up a little bit higher. And then we want this to be slower. Because what's happening with this, if you can hear, and it might be that the sweeps are too... no, those are pretty close. So what made you decide to order one as well? that's interesting. Dude, that is so wide. Holy cow. That's insane. What if I put that before all of this? Okay, we're still not quite getting where I want it to be. Watching the videos of Red Means recording synth engine is super sick. It has polyphony, is super sick with drum design. I'll be downsizing my Euro rack and running the Digitac tone with the modules I keep. That's part of the reason why I bought the Electron stuff, is because I wanted something that was hardware and could bridge with modular, but didn't necessarily have to be just like modular, you know? I don't want to spend like $300 per module on something. And it's crazy because like the way that we look at value is so skewed when it comes into like music stuff, because on paper, the Digitone is like, why would I buy that if I have a DAW? You know, for the same price, I can buy a DAW and a whole suite of effects, whatever. But then you look at like hardware modular shit, and then you're like, it's $400 for an LFO. And you're like, wait, what? You know, it costs you $3,000 just to make a sine wave. And it's like, it's so crazy. Yeah, so I think that I need to spend more time on just like really fine-tuning those mids and locking in what kind of sound I'm going for here. They're super capable on their own or with whatever you choose, but yeah, they're 1100, but I mean, super small price to pay for that much power. It's relative of like how we perceive that. It's very interesting. That's pretty cool. Maybe what I can do is grab this and push this back a little bit more. And then with that OTT here, okay. So we want to push this down even more. There we go. That's sounding a little bit more. Yo, thank you, Coma Kid. I appreciate the sub. Honestly, seems cheap in a sense. The new firmware Electron is running, we'll be able to keep updating and getting the new shit they put out. Yeah, I'm hoping that. Yeah, that's sharp. Preset thing for Electron devices. I thought about it. Like, that's why part of the reason why I made the sample pack that I just put out is because like you can get all that into the Digitact. But I don't really know if there's a big enough market for the Digitone, to be honest. Okay, so what happens if we use another OTT? Yeah, so those mids are just, there's too much. There's too much comb filtering. That's kind of what we're looking for. And I'm kind of curious. Added dirt. Is this what's controlling this? These? Yeah, that's like the one thing with this that I'm trying to nail is just getting the mid movement correct. So maybe what I could do as well is back off at this. Come over to here. And then now I can see if maybe I can reset this and see. Wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of different timbral changes within this, but I haven't found like what I want to work with yet. I do like the EQ Plus. I wish that I could have more bands on here. 8 is kind of, it's okay. I think it's serviceable, but I prefer more, to be honest. Oh, there we go. That kind of helps too, of maybe not pushing that so hard. That's kind of the big thing with this. I don't know if you could tell or not, but just getting this into the right vowels and all that is kind of like the big challenge with all this. That's a lot better, though. I think it's a lot better anyways. I can actually... I'm starting to be able to hear what I'm looking for. Yeah. Hey, homeboy. So the next thing that I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to pull this down to 0. And we'll turn this up to 1. So now we should have some space within this to be able to control. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Need to find the right balance for that. Yo, happy Monday. Should have just done that instead of the ring mod. But that's actually starting to sound like... Yeah, that's not bad. Let's go neuro. Cool. So there's that. I'm gonna do another one that's centered around the movement though. Sawtooth, ADSR. I guess part of the reason why I wanted to do this was because I think that like on paper, Bitwig stuff sounds so fat. Like, okay, so to put things in perspective, I have 0 coloring over this. 0 coloring over this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Sometimes, but not usually on bass stuff. I would prefer to do like mid-side or something. Yo, thank you for the follow. Maybe not on a bass. But yeah, I use it on other stuff. Percussion. Some other things as well. It's kind of unfortunate that I need every single band in this to get an interesting vowel, but whatever. It's probably better if I do it this way as well, so that way I can actually kind of get in here and see. Actually sounds pretty sick. So we're going to change this, and one thing that annoys me about the EQ Plus is that it doesn't have a scale mode, though. So I can't take all of these and you know what I mean? I can't take all of these and like make them go up or down. Which I actually think is more important than being able to shift everything. Huge. Am I using a free one? Yeah, I am. Okay. There's a lot of trial and error with this, so I apologize. Check out Glaceverb, it's versatile and very free. Very free? It's very free. It's not kind of free, it's very free. Sorry. I'm just fucking with you. So I want this, but not too much. There we go. That's the vowels I'm looking for. Well, it was. Ugh. Okay. Interestingly, like, I can't get a vowel out of this. This is, like, very difficult. I wonder why. Okay, so what happens if we put these two in here into the effects, and then we grab segments. Let's just do a simple movement. Interesting. Maybe it's just because you need more. It's crazy. No, that's not the kind of vowel I'm talking about. I don't usually have this problem with designing this and other things, but I'm really just trying to expose or like explore using this in particular to figure out how to get what I'm looking for. Typically speaking, hold on one second. Yeah, you don't really need a bit crusher for that, but this is kind of what I'm getting at here, but it's still not giving me what I'm looking for. And even with this stuff, I don't have very much going on here in the mids, but kind of combining these things. Very simple. Well, it's not a very simple patch, but it's not too complicated for the kind of sound that I'm going for. But in light of that, whatever I'm doing here is not really it's not really giving me that vowel sound that I'm trying to implement. So one thing that I might try is I might try to insert some distortion beforehand, like just a bit. And then maybe what I'll also do is a little bit after, but we'll add a notch. I'm trying to make these two do the heavy lifting, but that's kind of where my hiccup is coming in, because it's not quite giving me those timbres I'm looking for. Yeah, it's almost like it's just not doing anything. It's just completely cutting it out. But the other thing with this is that these maybe being more subtle and not pushing this up to the max could be helpful. What is this? Is this a shelf? Oh no, it's a bell curve. Okay. So maybe... And that's the other thing that I'm trying to get used to as well, is like the scaling of what this means versus how much it actually needs, if that makes sense. Because I might need to make my shape more like this and make this like way smaller. Which actually, that's actually looking like what I need to do in order to make this do more of what I'm looking for. The thing that I don't like about the kilohertz formant filter is that it doesn't have a mix, for one, and two, like, it's so obvious. It's way too obvious. There we go. So maybe with these I can do something a little bit different here. Because now we're starting to get into some... Phasers use all pass filters, I believe. Okay, cool. So let's see what we can do with that. If this doesn't work out, I'm just going to do the classic approach with just like band passes and notches and shit. If you stick delays with random delay times, it would eventually start sounding like a reverb. Right, that's what you do in the grid, is you start stacking all pass filters. Actually, everything is pretty much a cousin of delay in one way or another. Flangers, phasers, combs, phasers, combs, reverbs, delays. Like it's all kind of the it's not the same thing, but it's kind of the same thing. Even EQs are actually a delay. Interestingly. Envelope follower. Chorus. Maybe just the ×2. Still think another notch in here would benefit, because there's some low mids in there that are just like eating up all the headroom. Maybe it can do its own thing, I don't really care. I guess the format filter can be pretty obvious, but my mantra is if I like the way it sounds. Sure, I don't know. For me personally, like I don't think that it's good for like the kind of basses that I go for. But yeah, 100%. If you like it, then use it by all means. I'm gonna use one more EQ plus to just... Where is that? Sorry. I don't think compression or distortion is made of delays. No, but most spatial effects are. Even a non-bass, yeah, like I agree. You can turn any sound into any kind of sound. That's kind of what this channel is modeled off of, to be honest. That's the whole, here it comes, you ready? Oh, alchemy. But yeah, you can turn any sound into any kind of sound. Another EQ. I saw something really cool the other day. If you have time signature and speed it up to enough to create a tone, each time signature has a different tone. Well, yeah, because it's a ratio, right? Yeah. Like it's a frequency, and so when you have a ratio of that frequency, then that's kind of what does that. That's why, like, if you take like a sample and you make it really short, how fast you play that sample chop is also going to dictate the pitch. But if the sample is more spread out or played slower, you know what I mean, the pitch is going to naturally lower or raise. So it's more so about the frequency that will dictate the pitch. Higher frequency means higher pitch, whereas lower frequencies is naturally going to lower the pitch. Okay, so what would happen if I threw a multi-pass over this? And that might honestly be the move, is to just do it in multi-pass still. Just because it's way easier to do this shit in here than it is anywhere else. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Now, what if I were to turn all this other stuff off? Then what does that sound like? I don't feel like it has the same... This feels like a totally different character, right? This feels like it has a lot more weight to it. It's a little bit more harsh, though. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Accidental growler. Did I make this recently? I must have. That's pretty fucking cool. Well, the big thing with this, I guess it's a couple of things, but you can see that we've got a bandpass over here and then that same thing. So maybe, oh, we also have a morphing filter table. What does it sound like without this? Yeah, it doesn't really actually feel like that big of a deal. So that's something to consider. I'll toss this in here. Big bass, big roar 2. Since this is just a saw wave, I'm gonna delete this. Everything except for the over. And maybe something that we can start with is a filter here, but with a bandpass instead. And maybe we can use like a Moog or something. Oh, that's a low pass. Fuck. Ladder filter. Ladder filter is also Moog, if I'm not mistaken, right? Interesting. Interesting. I still think it's based off of the Moog, though. I'm gonna try to do it this way instead. No, I'm gonna keep the range where it is. 8 dB. We're gonna get into some other sound design here in a second, but I just wanted to kind of play with this today. Hope y'all don't mind. Yeah, that's kind of getting there. I'm out of stuff. I need more. I think I'm on the right track. I think that this is more starting to align with... And that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is I'm just making bass phrases and shit. Trying to play along with whatever. Just trying to keep it actually all contained within Bitwig. And it's a longer process, but I like the sound of Bitwig lately. I don't know. I mean, to me, Bitwig just needs an OTT and we'd be good to go. But, what can you say? What can you say? Have any of you played Mortal Kombat 4? That shit's hilarious. I can, but I mean, I don't like it. There we go. That's what we want right there. Yeah, yeah, it's an older one. Like hell old. This doesn't quite sound like a jet flange to me. Maybe I can just use a regular flanger. Yeah, I'm pretty fond of that stuff. If you haven't, you should check out the Blasphemous soundtrack. Sounds like I just got kicked in the balls. What? So, this kind of gives it that overall feel of it. What happens if we... thanks, Ulysses. I appreciate it. Yeah, that has the nice, vocal movement when the pulsing still comes into play. So if we were to add another filter after this, and maybe do something like this where we actually make an interesting movement pattern. The thing that I don't like about Bitwig is that, as you can tell, like I have to scroll left and right constantly to like get it to be attached to the same thing. That's kind of annoying. Wait, can I? I'm so dumb. Duh. Oh wait, no, that's still on the track. Yeah, it would be nice if you can actually lock this to the device. But you can't. But you can't. You could have just walked away. But you didn't. It's interesting that gives that some more like noise. Oh shit, sorry. Just interesting characters, I guess. Okay, so now we need to make it bigger. See ya, Fudge. Thanks for coming in. It's definitely a different flavor, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not too complicated of a patch, but like I said, it just takes so much longer to design in here. And it's weird, like, there's a lot more energy with this and a lot more weight, but the phase plant stuff is just way more clear. You know what I mean? And the way that the comb filter reacts to the other stuff is also a lot. Well, maybe I could try putting this before the before that, but yeah, I don't know, man. Also, this patch is just kind of cracked. I think I got lucky with that one. Okay, so I've had enough base design for today. I can do more later. And honestly, I'm getting kind of fixated on being like, oh, I need to make this and this, but to be perfectly like transparent, I should probably just use the best tool for the job. I don't know. I kind of got on this thing because I was trying to make claps in polymer, and it took me forever to figure out like the right ratios and stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I don't know. Drum design is okay for some reason within. Yeah, actually, that makes a lot more sense to me because drum design doesn't have a lot of modulation that's going on. You can just stack the effects, and so it kind of becomes the same thing. But when it comes into like basses and working with each other and creating like an intense modulation system, I think that while I love that, you know, Bitwig has all of this shit to get into, I don't like that it's like the scrolling. The scrolling is like an inherent workflow issue for me now. But I don't think that's ever going to be fixed. So maybe just for stuff like that, I can just design a fat ass patch in polymer and then do all of the modulation shit within Faceplant because it's just a much more efficient deal. So on that note, how are we doing here? What is going on? What is that? Give me one sec. Is there anything that anybody wants to see today, by the way? Okay, we've got one person in Twitch, so I don't know. I'm gonna try this for maybe a month and see if the restream thing, you know, goes well. But if I don't get any viewers or people don't come in or whatever, I'll just probably stick to YouTube. But I wanted to try, like, I got my account back, and I didn't have access to it for like 2 years because of the two-factor authentication and changing my phone number and whatever, but I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe now that I have my Twitch account back, I can kind of, you know, give that a few shots and see what's going on with that, if any. Yeah, is there anything that anybody wants to see? I'm trying to think about... Let's just do something extremely experimental. just a little bit slower. Alternate between these. Turn this off. Never. Do another one. Normally I would like divvy these up, but because there's only going to be one at a time, it doesn't really matter where they land. It would be nice to have a second selector rack on this to... Yeah, I guess I could. Ugh. I guess it wouldn't really matter though, because yeah, I would need twice. I would need at least 4 more. I would need at least 4 more wavetables, and I don't really feel like doing that. Hi, baby. You being good? You being good? Hello, Jersey. Hello, sweet puppy. What are you doing? Did you like your snack? Did somebody get a whole thing of peanut butter today? A whole scoopies in your Kong? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. She's the best. I love her. I love her. Corey makes her own money, but for Jersey, I'll bring the bacon home for her. I will work long hours for her. I will slave away and destroy my ears for her, because she is worth it. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, baby? You being good? You being good? Yes, you are. Where's your bone? Where's that bone of yours? Oh, I'm staring right at it. Should I take that away? Should I take it? I'll take your bone. Oh, no, she's like, fuck all, you will. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm giving the dog the attention that she deserves. The love. The things I do for love. Yes, she's the goodest of girls. Okay, sweetie. I gotta get back to work. No, I know you want me to pet you for 6 hours straight, but I cannot allow you to do that. It would be nice to get another chair for her. That way she can sit or lie down next to me, but the sounds are pretty insane, so. Alright, we're just gonna hop right into this. I'm just gonna, like, pretty much make a generator and just fuck this up. I'll kill you. I'll kill you to death. Have any of you seen that? That meme? What do I want to do here? Yeah, we'll just set this to 8. And then we'll go bipolar. Eat. And then we'll go... We'll start off with a ring mod. I do not want this to go any higher than about halfway. I'm okay if the mix and stuff gets all fucked up though. So we'll go like that. I am going to toss a convolver in here. Pull this on this guy. What can you modulate on convolver, if anything? Oh, you can modulate the delay. Okay. Fine. Take it. And the tone and the feedback, but I generally don't want to fuck with that. That's like no territory. So I think that for the most part, I'm just going to have something kind of like this go across the entire way. Just different iterations of it. So that way you get like some interesting stuff here. You still want to create a slope over this, because if you don't, then it's going to get insanely like shrieky in those high frequencies and like fucking ruin your day. So let's avoid that. Ja? Yeah. Create these cool little notchies. So we can kind of bounce that around, alternate between this. You want to be careful with this because that pitch whipping can get kind of hard on the ears as well. Being kind of modest with distortion at the moment. All that's going to change here in a second, though. All of that in a second. This summer will change your pants. All right, sick. So the next phase of this is to start to play around with the sustain, but maybe if I do that, we can have a longer decay. And then on here, if we have more release, then we also have more attack. I'm going to introduce another snap heap on this that's going to be more of a selector. I don't remember what I called it, so we're just going to look it up. It's called Rack 'em Up. That's what we made yesterday. We're going to apply another thing here. And now we can modulate that to where we're going to get a little bit more experimental shit over this. I'm going to put a safety compressor on this. I know that I've got a clipper, but a safety compressor will actually, like, hopefully kind of just pull everything back a little bit more. Because I have no idea what this is going to make. Okay, that's already being randomized, so I don't need to do that with the secondary one. We'll add a remap here. And This is going to be pretty much an on-off switch toggle. Or rather, off-on. We're going to set that to the mix here and turn this off all the way, and then we'll just utilize this for here. So that way, this is already being randomized, like this. But this is either just going to be on or off at different points of time. So that way we're going to get short sounds and stuff as well. Let's go into the effects grid, and then we'll build our feedback system now. Long delay. Look at me all talking this out like I know what I'm doing. I've got no fucking clue, guys. I'm just trying to make like cool abstract sounds and then throw some dope drums over it. Knob, maybe? Value? No, it would need to be a modulator. Delay, data, pitches, window, modulator. Sounds ghastly. Hey, ooh. That's a dope name. What if I add a value to the a value to the modulator here, and I want to say, hey, as this goes up, this goes up, and can I make this bipolar? Yo, sick. Okay, so we figured out how to do that. Value scaler. What about attenuator? Attenuate, gain. No, I want something that's bipolar. I could just do this with a macro on the outside, but I let me have fun. Fuck. Blend, maybe? Blend. Nope. Nope. Value. You know what? I'd probably have to do it this way. So we go here, and then we go into the value scaler, minus 100 to 50. And now this should be, yo, your boy is learning the grid. You dig. Okay, so, fuck. Good day. However, I think that I want to put this here. Thought I finished live until you watched another video of me. My, how the turns have tabled. Chaos and destruction. That's fucking sick. Oh, cool. Jazz, are you still here? Damn it. So, to kind of paint a picture here, what I've been doing was just trying to find experimental stuff like this to be able to kind of throw over beats and all that. And been here a while, but I gotta head out. Epic stuff. Yeah, thanks for coming in, dude. I appreciate it. Um, sorry. Yeah, but I've been kind of just on this thing of trying to make these like cool and experimental sounds and all that, so that way I can kind of use them to make, honestly, just like wonky Ivy Lab beats. And I'm trying to come up with textures and things that you just can't write at a piano, and so this is just kind of like a proof of concept. I made these drums and stuff on the Digitone. That's what we're playing through right now, and that's kind of why I'm just like, all right, well, what does this sound like? What does this sound like? What does this sound like? Yeah, cool. These drums suck, you know, but as a matter of coming up with something kind of interesting, I think that there's potential. So let's do some more recording with these tools. I'm gonna copy this and paste this on the Digitone. And then I'm just gonna go to a new project. Yes. And is this gonna show up for you all? It should. We want to pay attention to this area here. That's what I'm gonna be manipulating. Yeah, it's doing a thing. It's just really quiet. No, no, no. They're not my standard of drums. Soul Steel. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you, Inersis. I appreciate that. Please enjoy the master classes. There's a lot of shit to get through. Lots of stuff to get through. Keyboard mode might help. Let's set this to fold. Set this to like Phrygian. There's also a lot of stuff to get in the Discord, so if you're on Discord, make sure that you join and link your YouTube channel, and that'll give you access to all the other shit that I've got available for download. And turn on the arpeggiator mode. Wait, can I? Ah, no, you can't. Okay. Oh, you can't see that. That sucks. How do we get to the arpeggiator on here? Kit? Filter. Really? They don't have a tab for your arpeggiator? What the fuck? There's your fucking color base right there. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. This arpeggiator is actually really insignificant. So I'm just gonna bust through this really fast. Unfortunately, I don't have my camera on today. I apologize. But it's just something to help create some syncopation. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got that. And that, dude, like, that, like, this sound is going to be completely insignificant because we're going to put this through the grid and all the other stuff here in just a second. But I just wanted something that was kind of FM-y and something that had a rhythm to it. What did I just make? Does anybody remember? What did I call that? The first thing that I had was... pressure, right? Oh, that might help. I think it was rack 'em up, and then I had another one that was pressure. God dang! Can't access the ARP. So I think the ARP is okay. The thing that I don't like about it is that you can't add groove to it. It's just an arpeggiator, and it's like, okay, well, why would I use that over the sequencer then? Which kind of sucks. Okay, so now that we have that, we can start to play some stuff. Oh. Yeah. The digitone is fun, for sure, though. Leave this up for you all, so that way you can see what I'm doing when we start fucking with stuff. I just said I was going to leave that up. What am I doing? Okay, but if you make something with it, you need to credit me. Fuck, we found our hook. Okay, shit, we found our hook. That's awesome. Where did I drag that out? Soul Steel. Yo, thank you so much, whoever that was. I'll see it in just a second. Oh no, tell me that didn't just quit on me. Oh no. Okay. Oh shit. I thought that OBS just quit on me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Every time I see your name, I need to say it that way. Ooh. That'll be my pledge to you as a thank you for joining the membership. Ooh. Have to clear it with lawyers and all that shit. Nah, just give me some credit, bro. Just seeing the stream tab. You doing Twitch now too? Yeah, I'm doing Twitch now as well. So, yeah, like this is cool, and this is kind of what I was looking for, so. What kind of beat do I want to put over this? We did some rim shots today. We did some claps as well. I'll make a kick in a second. This clap is kind of dry, but that's okay. It's okay. That's also a hook right there. You grab a 5 DIN to DIN MIDI cable, sync all those things up, the digging and the tone. No, because I just do it through Overbridge. Let's get some hats in here. Hat rack. That one's nice as well. I like this one, but I don't like the tail of it, so we'll just manipulate it to do whatever. Get jazzy with your wazzy. You what? Sort of. There is also, this. Yeah, so there's that and some other processing that does some other stuff. Vocoder for some white noise through convolution, through a fuse compressor. That's not a hat. This is a hat. Yeah, the reason why I have all this stuff is because it still sounds cool if you listen to it, but listen. Like, it's still cool, but it's not... Ooh, that was nice. You can use that as a layer. I don't want to do this beat because I do it every fucking time, but I don't know, we'll see. Shall we make a kick? Shall we make a kick? I think we shan't. What? Where's the chaos then? What's the new filter they made? Could I make a video of the new filter of Ableton? The 5.2? Yeah, I suppose I could. I hadn't messed with it much. No, it's just an updated auto filter. Very soothing music to me. Something like that. Filter. Ableton's fine. It's not quite as doofy as I want it to be. There we go. We'll use an EQ to tame what I want out of it instead. I should just use Pro Q. I don't know why I'm fucking with this, but whatever. Yeah, we're just going to use Pro Q. It's just a little bit easier because I know what I want to do with it. There we go. Need some disc tube. Bitwig is Ozempic version of... Ozempic version? What? What are you talking about? Boy, what in the... But... Don't hurt me no more. Sounds pretty good. Let's cut some more off here. Sick. Let's give it some texture. I'm going to come into this and make this stereo. What am I doing here? I kind of wanted this to be a little bit more stompy. So I'm going to take this kick because it sounds good. But it's not quite what I'm looking for. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Fuck, I gotta take care of that real fast. Fucking bots. Oh, botaroonies. God, I gotta type this whole fucking thing out. HLXS HLX TSX DJ SH0. Wait. Can I just do this? There we go. I'm doing all this fucking trouble. Oh my god, my eyes. Okay, let me remove the bump here. There we go. The punch is nice. But what I need to do to make a stomp out of this is, probably do this over again. Let me back up quite a bit. I mean, what kind of kick am I even looking for? I might even have one. This one is okay. I think that we could probably just EQ this out. Get gross speed on other dogs. You can get something like it. Go. Turn this down by like 3 decibels. Put these in the drums. In the drums. Wait. Oh. There we go. A little bit more stompy. We can use a frequency shifter on this to... You being good? Sorry, I have one hand at the moment. For unspecified doggo reasons. If you change your mind about the rack, let me know. Could whip you one up that holds both electron things and the aux at the bottom. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, my rack right now is like triple layered, so I don't know. What I like, well, I don't see a reason to buy one or like pay for it when I have something that works though at the moment, you know? And it's a little bit more modular because I can like flip it and stagger it from like left and right to left or right, left, right. Yeah, I have to pet the pets. Or pet the pet. Notice distracted drum beat. An Oxy 1 sequencer. It's a hardware thing. Okay, so, sorry, I was letting you all listen to that while I was petting the dog. um, we need some, the hardest hardware to find is something that has knobs, sliders, and a jog wheel that works in both Ableton and Bitwig out of the box. Slider... don't they have a mix console that kind of has all that shit? You could also get, what is it? A fucking, a machine Mark III that ticks all those boxes. Did I make the default polymer preset one for kicks? Yeah, because that's primarily what I use it for. Oops. No, fuck. Fuck. God damn it. bring this back down. Yeah, it's fine. I could just redo it. It's not a big deal. But I wanted that to have a little bit more groove. And then on this... What's up, Max? What's up, Molecule? I really don't want to turn this into possession. You know what I mean, from Ivy Lab. But what we can do with this is, let's maybe create a duplicate of this and create some... That's kind of what I'm getting to. Is I'm going to start creating some variation. Ow. What the fuck? Why is that so shrieky? Is it from this? No, it's from that. Jesus Christ, dude. Do 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 little do 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 do. Sound design is epic. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The call, the boiler, talk to the foreman. That's a classic. Do you know what I'm singing? I'm putting you on the spot. What am I singing? And don't say I can't remember. I know of sliming. What the fuck is sliming? Hard to say, super familiar. I can't remember. You don't know what it is then. You don't know what it is. Because you don't forget. You don't understand. No. You have a point. But not pointing out. No, I'm just kidding. It's from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Okay, let's mangle these drums. Sing a tune. There you go. Are you happy? Are you... Pause. Pause it and send it? You recognize... Hold on, let me see what Jersey's into. What are you chewing on? Hey! Yeah. You don't chew on this. No, come here. You chew on this. Here you go. This. Chew on this. I know you're bored. I'm sorry. Come on. Chew on this. This is what you can have. You cannot have this. You chew on this. Now lay down. Lay down. Go lay down. Come on. Out. Lay down. You're in trouble. Go on. Place. You're in timeout. No. No, you were in trouble. It's not playtime. Don't be chewing on shit. Hey, get over here. Place. Place. Go lay down. It's not her fault. She's bored, and I've been streaming for several hours. You know what? Let me let her out for like I'm gonna let her out the gate or out the patio for a few minutes. Stay out of that. There's a fine girl dressed in yellow. She says, "Come here, sit over here, young fellow." Now, if we could only take over. Excuse me? No, you don't chew the diggy tone. Oh God, please don't chew my shit. She was chewing on her. She has a cup for her kibble, and she somehow got it. I don't know if Corey left it out on the counter or what, but Jersey, get over here. You lay down. You think I won't catch you? Lay down. Go on, lay down. Lay down. Down. She's not taking no for an answer. I will feed her soon. Can I finish what I'm doing? Can you give me like 20 minutes, please? Lay down. Lay down. Jersey. Come here. Get in here. Play with this. You wanna play with this? Why do you do that, huh? Why are you chewing on stuff you need to know? Keep doing it. Sorry. Careful if you use those cork type things you screw into the ground and use a leash. We don't even have a backyard. And I would never do that to her. I would never leave her outside like that. I'm talking like go sit on the patio and bark at other dogs for 10 minutes. Boy, what kind of dog dad do you think I am? There we go. Just some easy stuff to start with. Go like that, turn it off. Meow mix. On the beat, sorry. So we can come into this guy and kind of take some stuff here. Layer this up and get this to have some more industrial sounds. Cat is a co-producer. Let's go. She's so mad at me. That's kind of sick. Yo, what's up, bro? Let's see how that sounds together. What's up, Davo? What's up is alchemy? Wait, what? Oh, I get it now. Sorry, I'm stupid. Will I put my new EP on streaming? No. I'm sorry. The reason why is because the only thing that I have on Spotify anymore, I think, is just my label release with Discult. It's a cool little pattern. All right, dude. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the follow. Uh, strangest foghorn I've ever made. Alien baby complaining. Oh man, that's fucking sucks. I think I wanted this beam on here. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I've just been really inspired by Ivy Lab lately, and I've been trying to just kind of get more into like finding hooks for things that I am not trying to write like a melody for or whatever. Um, but just things that I can work off of texture. Hold His Bear, I like that better. But yeah, just trying to you know, find some different approaches and stuff. I really need to work on my songwriting, but I've also been like trying to hone in just on the vibes of these beats and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions about anything? It's about time I feed a diggy doggo. A dango doggo. Dango and a kango. Can we get scraping metal in there somewhere? You don't really feel like this sounds like scraping metal to you? Maybe it's not high pitch enough, but yeah. Uh uh yeah, I don't know. I'm sure if I threw a beam on the entire project that would give me stuff that sounded metallic. But I don't have any Foley scrapes offhand. Yeah. Needs more clang. Which, that's not too difficult to make. It sounds nice. JK, do your doggo thing. Yeah. All right. Well, much love, guys. I'm gonna try to start streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube again for the next month and see how that goes. So if you prefer Twitch, you can go there. But for everybody else, thank you for hanging out and chilling and checking out my EP. And yeah, I'm just ready to get back to writing tunes again and stuff and trying to find a new workflow to like make some cool shit. But this is kind of just like a little, you know, like a little demo, I guess. But yeah, right on. I'm going to head out, guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Check out alchemy.com if you want to support the channel. Bye, guys. Have fun. Peace.